Hi, my name is Torella McAllister Minor, and I'm the founder and executive director for Mollie's House.
I believe the storm will soon be over.
So Mollie's House is a home for young girls ages 12 to 17 who are victims of sex trafficking. And although our youngest is 12, we do make some exceptions and take girls that are younger than that are in need of our services. And we provide services, therapeutic services, we provide educational services. We also advocate for our girls and just support and love and nurture. We also do Bible study, devotionals, and to make sure that the girls have a well-rounded life and support while they're here at Mollie's House.
So cold every day. I feel so alone and far away. Then you came out of nowhere. Came out of nowhere. I ran away.
Most of them come from abusive backgrounds as childhood, either physical abuse, emotional abuse, verbal abuse, sexual abuse, and then they get into the hands of traffickers, and that's just another layer of abuse. They're forced to use some type of substance abuse. It could be methamphetamine, it could be cocaine, marijuana. A lot of them use it afterwards to numb themselves of the pain and the guilt that they feel from being trafficked. And then by the time they get to us, we have layers and layers and layers of abuse and trauma that we have to filter through. So we start back at the very beginning where the abuse started, and then we build from there. So typically when the girls come into our program, they come in hopeless, they come in lifeless, feeling unloved, unworthy, a lot of guilt and shame. And so we just shower them with love, literally shower them with love. We do a welcome party, we have welcome gifts, and we let them know how much we love them, we care, we hug them. They'll lay on our shoulders once they feel comfortable enough, and we sit and we watch TV, and we kind of just give them a moment to just breathe, because they've been out there trafficking the whole time, and so this is a time that they can be kids, and so which is a criteria for my staff, that they know how to love kids and that they have a passion for kids, and especially those that are hurting and abused, because that's important, especially with the child's growth in our program. The love is the foundation of our program. When the girls come into our home, they can expect to experience, first of all, love and nurture. We have to build trust. If we don't build trust, we cannot even do any type of treatment at all whatsoever. So our first 30 days is just building trust with the girls. They know that whatever they say is confidential, and that we're here to keep them safe, to keep their information confidential, their stories confidential, and not to re-exploit them, but to help them to heal. So that way they'll feel more comfortable and safe with us to open up regarding their trauma and the experiences that they've had and all the abuse that they've gone through. And then that's after we build that trust and that rapport with the girls, then they start opening up a little bit more. And from there we deal with the childhood abuse, and then we go into the substance abuse, and then we do the trafficking as a last piece, because typically the trafficking piece is more horrific, but yet because of the abuse that they've had prior to, it kind of made them vulnerable. And then after we're done with that, then we start preparing them for transitioning either into foster care or returning back home to family if family is healthy, or transitioning into independent living.
Just fight a little longer, my friend. It's all worth it in the end.
So the girls in this room, they do arts and crafts, and for example, one of the arts that they do, crafts that they do is we give a canvas and they draw on one side their life prior to Mollie's house, and then on the other side they draw their life while they're at Mollie's house. So we can see the contrast, but they can also see the contrast as well. It gives them hope, and they can see some healing and the difference in their life prior and during being here at Mollie's house. So our girls are in school here at the House on Home Studies program. And so everything kind of happens in this room. When they come in, they do their homework. They go to school, pick up a packet, bring it back, and work on that packet for the week. So the vision and the name comes from my grandmother, my maternal grandmother. She was a woman of love and unconditional love. She saw no wrong. She loved children. That was her heart and her passion. Her home was a community home, much like Mollie's house, for hurting kids, poor kids. And they would come in, she would feed them, she would clothe them, she would love on them, she would sit them down and read Bible stories to them. She was a very humble woman. And so definitely want to keep her legacy alive, and pray that someone in my family would, if I was to pass on, would carry on her legacy from generation to generation. So I would like to thank all of you, my supporters. Without you and your contribution to Mollie's house, we would not be here for 5 years. And without your prayers, your financial contribution, your words of encouragement, your donations of in-kind gifts, clothes, hygiene products, even snacks, food. Thank you, thank you. I just can't thank you enough. People think that they can't, they don't have much to give, but even the littlest of gifts that we've received has been huge for the girls, because they come into a place where they've been someplace they had nothing, and so now coming here and being showered with gifts from you, it's been a blessing for my kids. And on top of that, I would especially like to thank my parents, Delmer and Gloria McAllister. Without you, there would be no Mollie's house, because there would be no Torella. And so I want to first thank you for that. And then I want to thank you for supporting me, being my #1 cheerleaders, supporting me all the time, even when you thought I was crazy, but yet still supporting me and being there and pushing me and being behind me, and allowing me to bring this vision of Mollie's house and Grandma's legacy alive. Thank you so much. I love you. And Mom and my Aunt Willie and the siblings that have passed on. My grandmother had 11 children, and there's only 2 left now, and that's my mother and my aunt. And thank you for allowing me to use your mother's name on this home and to bring honor to your mom, my grandmother. I just love you both dearly, and I thank you. And then I'd like to thank my husband for your patience with me and being there and supporting me and loving me through the process. In order to help Mollie's House, you can go to our website. It's www.mollieshouse, and that's MOLLIES, and the word house.org, O-R-G. I truly want to say thank you. I love you, and we love you here at Mollie's House. And when I say that, I really mean it. And Mollie's House would not be in existence, and we cannot do Mollie's House without you. So thank you.